Hello and welcome. We are going to go ahead and build the mixture of steel and reinforced concrete three-frame structure. But first what we're going to do, we're going to start with a 2D structure, and then later on we're going to move it to 3D. So go ahead and select the 2D framing. So you click this icon up here where it says Tool. Then come down here, click this other icon where it says Reference, right here. And then you can set your reference. Depending on your location, you can go ahead and set your reference and click Accept. Once you have done that, come back up here, let's set our coordinate. Come up here to the right corner, click on Axis Definition. And what we want to do, we're going to go ahead and set certain coordinate. We want to set up this coordinate for this frame, 2D frame, and then later on we're going to switch over to 3D. So our x-axis is going to be going from left to right, and then z-axis going being vertical. Okay. Coordinates. First I'm going to start out with the x coordinate, and it's going to be starting off from -4, enter, 0, enter, and was 20, enter, 40, enter, 44, enter. And let's set that as a numbering be ABC. Easier. Now let's go to the Z. This was for the X. We're going to go click on Z right here, and our Z is going to be start from 0, enter, 12, enter, 21, enter, 25, enter, and 28, enter. So now we're going to keep those in a numbering system. We're going to click Apply and close out of here, and there we have our create a section. So you can go ahead and on this right side click on a bar section. Once this opens up, depending what you have here, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of it so we can have it just like yours. I have nothing in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a new section in there. So I'm going to go ahead and click New, and this new window opens up, and from here I can go ahead and click the section I want. Concrete column 2. Let's get the column first, RC column. And then we can go ahead and give us a CR. We want to collect let's pick a column 12 by 12. So I'm going to type in right here 12 by 12 inch. That's our column. And let's say add, and there's one. And I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to go to reinforced concrete beam, and then I select my beam be 12 by 24. So my B is 12 and my height is 24. I'm going to type in 12 by 24 and add. Okay, that should add right here as I added. There's the 2. The next thing I want to add a steel beam. So I'm going to come back in here, go to steel, and I want to use a W shape from here, which we done before in our example. So instead of C, we're going to use a W section. In W section, we're going to select a W 8 by 28. Hit add. And I want to select another one, W 10 by 45. And click add. Close this. And I have all my beams right here for now. And let's close out of here. Okay, select bar section. We can do it from here on the right, or we can go ahead and do it from here. Click the start button and click bar. Both ways the same thing. And once you hit that, you come into this window, and from here we can go ahead in the bar dialog box right here. It's a simple bar. Let's select, and the column we selected was a CR 12 by 12. Remember that. And we're gonna go ahead, if we can do it two different ways. We can go ahead and type the coordinate right here, or we can just go ahead and click and place it from where we want it. The coordinate be from B1 to B2 and C1 to C2. Go ahead, go from B1 to B2. So there's B1 right here. Go to B2, and you can see it right here. To make it more visible, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select the section shape so I can see it, and go. There it is. Okay, and the next thing we're going to select is go to the reinforced beam. Up here, let's change it to reinforced beam. Reinforced beam is right there. And then we're going to select from A2 to B2. A2 to B2. One going from here. There. And C2 to D2. There. And then finally D2 to E2. Oops, right there. And then we're going to select W8 by 28. Again, if you don't have it here, you can also hit this 3 button right here. That will bring you back to the same place we were before, and you can select your section if you want to. So we got W28 by 8 by 28. And then we're going to go from A2 to A3. There's A2 to A3 right here. Click this. There's one. And then going to go from C2 to C5. C2 to C5, then to E3, and there's our beam. Continue with the beam type, and then we're going to go ahead and instead of column, let's go with the beam. Beam right there, and we're going to select 10 by 45, W 10 by 45. Now and the next one is going to be E3 to C4. E3 is here, and C4 is right there. And that is supposed to look like that. Go ahead. So now go ahead and select the display option down bottom here, bottom left corner. We see those four square. Click on that, and click apply, and OK. So our frame 2D should look like this. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and do a support reaction. So if we go we get our support, and let's select fixed, and we can put fixed in all in B and C and D. Just click the node. There's our fixed support. So we're going to come back up here again and select the load definition. We're going to add dead load. When you look at the load here, the dead load 1 is for the load of the material itself. So click add. That's for that. There's dead load 1. And we're going to add dead load 2 for the load that we're going to apply, other load. Load. So we're going to go for life load right here, and we're going to add life load 1. And let's add a second life load also, make that 2. And we're going to add wind load 1. And this, since we up here in northeast, we're going to have snow. Let's select snow load, so go to SN, snow, and add a snow load. There's our SN1. Okay, so we have all these load type. Select your load. Let's go for dead load number 2. Again, dead load number 1 is for load of the material, and this computer program is amazingly smart. It already knows all that stuff. So you're going to select dead load 2, and you're going to say what kind of load you're going to put on a structure. So click on a back in here, come back, click on you can go right here. Come on, right there. Okay, so now we get the load type, load right here, not the load type, I mean the load definition. And stay on a bar. You have node, you have bar, you have self weight and mass. So we're going to go on a bar, and from the bar let's select the uniform distributor load, and let's add 700 pound per foot. Minus, because your load is going down, minus 0.7. This is a kip, so it's 700 pound per foot, or minus 0.7 kip per foot. And click add. Now when you have done that, you can go ahead and put the load on. You can come in, use this dialog box, or you can go ahead and manually put it on here. I like to put it manually up here. And so if we select, for example, come in here, we select number, I say 4, and then no space, to 7, and hit apply. Just look at here, or you could do it manually also. Go ahead, click on each one of these. Let's click apply, see what happened. And there it is, it goes all the way across. If you come back down here, right bottom here, you can click on this, and you can see the magnitude of the dead load that you put down on each beam. And again, in here you can see the arrows on dead load number 2, because we have selected up here. Back here, I'm going to close out of this one, and I'm going to select life load number 1. And in the live load number 1, again, we're going to stay with the bar. We're going to select this one, and right on a furthermost right, it says bar force. Click on that one. And in here, we want to tell the program where we want this weight to be. First of all, it's going to be minus 5 kips. I'm going to put minus 5 kips here. And the distance, I'm going to put oh no, I lied. Let's get rid of that one. Down here, I meant the coordinate be 0.5, which is already there. And once you do this, let me bring this to the center a little bit here. Okay, so we put the minus kip here, and we're going to put x is equal minus 0.5. That means 0.5 is mean how is good. Let's click add. And now we have to tell the computer where we want this force. We can type in number 5 here, or we can select number 5. Number 5 is right there, so I'm going to click on number 5, and it puts it down in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the live load number 2, and this time and it's going to be halfway through, and it's going to be for bar number 6. I'm going to click add. Bar number 6 is right here. I can just go ahead select this, or I can just go ahead come back here, click number 6, and hit apply. Both ways the same way. There it is. Okay, we did it both ways. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and use the wind load. Let's go to wind load number 1. And come back in here again. If this you don't have this on, if it's gone, just go ahead click the load symbol right there. It will come back on. And once you have this, select the bar, and we're gonna go ahead and put a uniform distributed load right here. I lied, minus 0.1. Minus 0.1 kip per foot, and in here make sure you hit local, not global, and click add. Now we got to tell where that's going to be, and we're going to put that into number 1. If you look at all the beam right here, we want to put there is our beam right there, and our load. Let's do the same thing for the other members. And this time we're going to go ahead and click again on the uniform distributed load and make it minus 0.15, minus 0.15, and same thing local. Blown from this side, so all this exposed to the windward coming this way, coming from left of the screen to the right. So it's going to get this here, we're going to get this one, and we're going to get the roof. So we're going to click on this, and there's load for there, and then we just do one on the roof also. So we're going to come back in here, click again uniform distributed load, and this time just put a minus 0.2, 200 pound per foot. And I'm going to click this member right here, and there's all my wind load right there. All right, now we finished with the wind load. We're going to go ahead and add a snow load. Come back. Type in 150 pound per foot, so it's going to be minus 0.15 kip per foot. And let's make it global here. Okay, so we get all of them. And click add. You can select this schedule, or you can just go ahead right here, type in 11. It's interesting. Type in 11 space 12 and then click apply and see what happened here. I love this program. It's awesome. Alright, so now we have finished with our loads. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and switch to 3D mode. So from here, let's exit out of here. Go out, come up here, click start. And from there, let's go to geometry and click structure type. We're going to go ahead and use the shell design. And it's going to ask you questions. Say yes. Alright, now we're back in the 3D mode. So we did enter the dimension for our structural axis. We put in X and Z. Let's put in a depth, which is the Y. Come back up here and click the axis definition and open up. We did X and Z, so let's go to. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the Y dimension, the depth in there. But before we do that, come down here in the numbering. Let's type in, click and define, and then here type in L1. That way we will not confuse ourselves. So the first one is going to be at Y, it's going to be 0, 0, and click add. Then we have the 20 feet and 40 feet. So apply and close out of here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and copy the 2D frame to generate a 3D. Let's come up here and click on this view 3D and click on this other one. This is a 3D projection, and we see our projection is right here. And let's work from in this view. We're going to go ahead select everything we have right here, all this structure. And then I'm going to go ahead up here and click edit. And from edit and come on down here, use this command that move or copy. Once we do that, a new window opens up. In this command right here, we're going to type in number of presentation is 2. And zero, comma, 20, comma, and 0. And make sure the copy is selected and 2 is selected and hit execute. And there it is. And we have a, let's close out of here. Is our structure. We can select the bar. The next move we're going to make, come up here. By 15. I don't believe we have W8 by 15, so we're going to make new one. So click right here. There we go. And we're going to let's make W section. And W8 by 15 right here. Add. So now what we're going to do here, let me close all these out so it's a little bit too. I'm gonna go ahead and do our bracing right here. Put one right here and put another one here. Come back on top. Two. There it is. I've done the lateral bracing. Let's go up here and go back to geometry mode. And it should look like this. I'm going to go ahead and put our concrete slab in here. Let's go ahead go into 2D mode. We're going to click on this and select 2D. And then select XY. And down here where we have this, let's make that a 12, Z is equal 12 and 12 feet. Right there. Okay, we're going to click 12 feet. So we go right there and let's close out of here. And we should be able to see our beam going across. And we're going to go ahead and draw a contour line around here. So we're going to come up here, click this Polyline Contour. Once we get this right here, and make sure you're on a contour. And we're going to go ahead select our contour. Make sure you want to click again and click right here and click right here and make sure the loop is closed. And when it's closed, you should be able to see, let me get out of this shape right here. You should be able to see this shape right here. Okay, so click apply. Well, I already did that. Come up here, this icon right here. It's a panel icon. Click on that one. And you get this opens up right here. So we have panel number is number 44. And it's going to be a panel and it's going to be an internal point. And in here the thickness, let's give it a 12-inch thickness. I already have a 12-inch thickness here. If not, you go ahead and just add a 12-inch thickness. And the way you do it, click this 3-bar right here. And a new window opens up. It's on the other screen. And right here you give it a 12-inch. And you select your material. It's going to be a concrete. And basically is this. And click add. I already have it, so I don't have to click add. So now once you have this and selected all that and it's a shell structure, you can click add or you just click over here. Either way is fine. So I'm going to click add and there's the concrete. Let's close out of here. So we got our concrete slab in and it's 12 inches. And let's see it in a different view. I'm going to come back in here, click this and go click 3D, and there is our structure. And if you want to even click this, and here is our structure right for now. We're getting closer. All right, now our concrete slab is in place. We can see there is some issue here. The concrete slab should be on top of the reinforced concrete beam, but also you can see the neutral axis of a concrete slab and a concrete beam are on the same level. Let's take care of this. First we're going to do is go to down here where you see this for the display icon down here with the 4 square. Click on that and go to panel/final element right here. Click on that and make sure you have the panel cursor contour is checked, and also make sure the panel thickness is checked and panel interior checked, and contour and final element is checked down here. And then I click apply and hit OK, and then go to geometry. From geometry go to, make sure you hit this arrow so you can see everything. Keep going down until you see additional attribute. From additional attribute, go to offset, and from here click new, be offset 1, and we want to go ahead. Our beam was 18 inches, so let's go 18 inches down, minus 18 here, and minus 18 on the other side also, both end, and make sure this is a global. Click add and close out of here, and let's go from here to go to this right here where it says bar selection. Click on bar selection. We have this window open up, and in here we have bar, and let's put in, we want go all the way around here, around 4 corner. So we're going to go ahead and type in 427, no space between 4 and 2, so 427, then space, and then we had it was 16 to 19, and then we space, and we had 28 to 31. And we'll get everything right there. And you come down here, make sure you select the beam 12 by 24, and you can see they all selected right there. And click on this double arrow right here and close the selection window, and we come down here, come into this select here, and you can see in the window we have this, and this, click apply and close. And now let's come back in here, click on this display again, and from a display go to favorite right here. In the favorite, let's make sure the offset right here, make sure the offset is checked, and right here check the offset and click apply. There you go, now we have it right there, and click OK. So now you see that's how it's supposed to look like. Okay, final for the wall. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to put a wall in here with a doorway. Let me show you the picture of it. Up. So we need to have the coordinate of all these corners, all of them. To do this, let's go back to our drawing here and go to the view right here, and let's go to 2D and click Y, Z direction, and down here it's really important if we go ahead and select a structural axis D at 40, and that. So once we have that, come up in here and click Polyline Contour. Make sure you're on Contour and put in all those coordinates. And good luck to you, because it took me 3 tries. Make sure you don't make a mistake. You have to insert all these coordinates. Just make sure all the numbers are correct, and then click Apply, and it should look like this. If you clicked Apply and didn't look like that, that means you entered the wrong number. So okay, from here let's close out of here, and next what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and give it a thickness. Come up here and click at this icon right here for the panel, and you have this open up, and in this panel make sure you check and the thickness, you can go ahead and give it a 12-inch thickness. I already have 12-inch thickness, and if you don't have it, just click this button here, and you will have another window open up. And this window, you will have this new thickness window, and you define your thickness to be 12-inch. concrete and click add. I already have it in there, so I don't have to do this. So once you have that, got in there, make 9, and then shell, and right here you can click add. Contour has not been selected. Well, I've got to put your cursor right there, and then you can click anywhere in here or click add, the same thing, and you should get a concrete like that. And there's our structure look like that. And let me select the panels right here, and there we have the panels and the structure itself. We're going to go back in here, click the support icon, and make sure you go on a linear and click fixed. Then you can go ahead and click the edge of each one of these, this one, and this one, and click close, and there it is, and we have our support underneath it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put 200 pound per square foot of live load on top of the slab. So what we're going to do first, let's go to load definition right here and make sure we have additional live load. Click in here, and we have we're going to add additional in the nature. Let's select live load and click add, and there we have live load 3. Let's close out of here, and then let's put the loader to it, and we're going to click the load definition, and from load definition let's select the surface, and then we're going to select the uniform load here, and we're going to add right here minus 0.2, which is 200 pound per square foot, or 0.2 kip per square foot, and we're going to select that, and let's click add. And once we have that, select the slab itself and click on it, and there's our load, and you can even get the number for it right there. So let's close out of here, and still there, there it is. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is let's do some structural analysis. And we're going to come up here and select we have added all the dead load, live load, wind load, and snow load. So now we need the load combination per code. Of course, this computer has all the code in it per AACE. So we're going to go and select load, and let's go to manual combination right here, and this window will come up. And we're going to use the US code, and that's going to be a combination number 1. Click OK. Right here we like to select all these load and put them on this side, all, and there they are right here, and click apply. We should have load combination and close the dialog and come up here. That'd be load combination number right there, combination. So we got that all in there. Okay, really we're done basically. Let's run the result, and we're going to run the calculation, and I want to let's check out the displacement based on this live load on a slab. So we're going to be at the LL3 right here, and from here let's select result, and from result go to map and select map, and here let's check the displacement at the UVWZ right here, and let's open a new window right here, and let's see if the color comes out okay. Apply, and there it is right here. And if you get a different color from what you have, you basically can go to the scale right here, and you can change your color setting. Okay, let's exit out of here. Close this. So now we want to find out what is the deformation of the entire structure due to the life load 3, which is a 200 pound per square foot on a slab. So we're going to come back here, click on result, and go diagram for bars. And from here, let's go on deformation tab and check in the deformation. And let's 810 and hit normalize and click apply. Let's see what we see right here, and you see the deformation. Let me shut off these so we can see it better. And there's our deformation of our bars. Let's do get us some final result and using a table. Before I go ahead, I want to show you the take the screenshot of here and follow this step by step. It's really easy. It's nothing to it. So we're gonna go ahead and get the result in a table and export it to Excel. And while we're here, go ahead to the right and click on this icon where it says the table. And you see this table, this window open up. Down here, there's a lot of good stuff you can look for if you want to in form of table. But let's come down here. We're going to look for a result for, right here it says result for plate and shell. Check that. Okay. And then click OK. Now we have this table here. You can see just we have MX, MY, and MXY. We want more than that. So while in your table, right click, and then go to table of columns, click that, and we have this window open up. Go into detail. In the detail, make sure you click on forces, member forces, and in the X direction, check that. Come down for look for the shear force in the X direction, check that, and then come down for displacement at Z, and I'm gonna check that. And this before you don't click OK yet, up here where it says automatic direction, click on that. Make sure this is automatic. So when that's automatic, and click OK, then come back here, click OK again, and you can see we have all the forces that we were looking for. And from here you can clean this up a little bit, make them look better, export them to Excel. So while you're here, right click on this table, and down bottom here it says convert to Excel, and click that, and then you can save a file in Excel, and that will take care of it. This is how it's done. I hope this was useful and informative, and if you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.